Okay, this is Ed the Blue Tractor Guy again from the Tractor Place in New Hampshire, and we just did a 50-hour service video, but we were looking at a XR4046, one of the older versions, and here in the shop we have an XR4145, and that little knob right there is your oil fill. So that's on the top of your timing cover. As I said, it's just a little plastic cap, a rubber cap rather, and it is not marked as oil, but that's where it is. Your dipstick is hiding right down in there, and again, it's okay to have that filled 1/16 to 1/8 inch above the full mark. Just make sure you're level. This is your fuel filter on this tractor. Again, it's on the what we would call the driver's side. And there's your twist right there to open that and let air out. This is the pump on the top. So you never fill the canister with fuel. You always spin it on dry. Just make sure you have a little bit of diesel fuel lubricating the gasket before you put it on. And also make sure you do not lose the O-ring that's on the stem inside there. And there's this little section here is a little fuel heater, and that O-ring helps insulate the filter from that heater. And again, you'd unplug the fitting in order to spin the entire filter off, then take this bottom off, let the fuel drain into a jug. If you have a lot of dirt or a lot of water in it, maybe it's time to change the filter. Normally we get 250 to 300 hours out of one of these, unless you've got bad fuel. And then let's look on the other side. So this one, your oil filter again, is over on this side, and that's pretty easy to get to. Spin off. This is your hydraulic pumps on this side. You have one pump there for your hydraulic main hydraulic system, and then you have one here, another pump that provides directly for the power steering. And if the power steering is not using all hydraulics, the rest of the tractor gets to use it. And again, there's your turbocharger, just a little thing there, but it gets lubricated instantly. And one of the other transport things I remind people, tractors with turbochargers on them, going down the road, especially at highway speeds for long distances, if air blows up that exhaust pipe, right? So if this is facing into the wind, you can actually spin that turbo and burn it up because it has no lubrication. See these oil lines here? They lubricate the turbo. As soon as the engine starts, it puts oil to it. If the engine is not running, there is no oil to the turbocharger. There's your diesel particulate filter and CCRT, air filter, again, two-part. Just make sure everything's clean, all the fittings are tight. This one has a cab tractor, so it has a coolant for the air conditioning system. And again, make sure all those are clean. Half the time we get complaints that AC is not working. It's because the condenser is completely clogged with dirt and dust from being out mowing fields and whatnot. And there is a hydrostatic unit, and that's in here because this tractor, the hydraulic oil got changed for preventive maintenance, but they used universal tractor fluid instead of AW46 hydraulic oil like is recommended in the owner's manual. So I think that one of the pumps inside there got burnt out. We've got low pressure, so it has trouble pushing heavy loads and going up and down hills. So don't let this be your tractor. Make sure you use the proper fluids. And again, this one here, you can see there's your dipstick and fill for the back. I think that's it.